Are you drowning in a sea of creative chaos, struggling to find the inspiration buried beneath the piles of unused supplies? Do you feel like your cluttered craft room is holding you back from creating the art that you know you're capable of? Today, I'm here to tell you that that mess isn't just physical. It's a mental block standing between you and the joy of your creative process. What if I told you that decluttering your stencil drawer could be the first step towards reclaiming not just your workspace, but your artistic freedom? Hi, I'm Sherry with Ratchet Up Your Art, and in today's video, I am thrilled to share an exciting collaboration for January 2025, Declutter and Get Organized for Crafters. This event is being launched with none other than Dana K. White, author of the Wall Street Journal best-selling book, Decluttering at the Speed of Life, and YouTuber behind A Slob Comes Clean. Joining me today is Kay Shumpert, a certified decluttering coach on Dana's team, who will walk us through the proven no-mess decluttering process. Together, we'll tackle My Stencil Drawer, a collection built up over years of jelly printing, and to show how simple act of organizing can transform not just your space, but your creative mindset. Whether you're a busy professional trying to squeeze art into your hectic life, or a seasoned artist looking to rediscover your passion, this video is for you. So keep on watching while we ratchet up your art.
I am a certified decluttering coach in Dana K. White's No Mess Decluttering method. And today we're going to work for an hour. It's called a 1 hour better session. So we are definitely going to make progress and only progress. And at the end of the hour, your space is going to be better and you're not going to be left with homework or other piles to deal with. It will be better. Ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
What's the space that we're going to be working on? We're in your craft room.
Yes, so we're in my craft room. I have a drawer of nothing but stencils for jelly printing. And this has been years and years of collecting stencils. And so what I'd like to do is go through here and declutter the stencils, pick out which ones I would like to get rid of or donate. There's some still in their packaging. And they're all different sizes.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. The first step is to look for trash. Is there anything in there that's obviously trash? Could be an old receipt, could be packaging, could be anything. Just take a quick look for trash. We may find more later.
Yeah, there's definitely probably some trash in here.
Okay. I found no matter what the space is, there's always trash. Even if I've decluttered it a week ago, there's going to be trash. All right. We're starting our timer with 1 hour.
Yes. So just take out all the trash.
Yeah, and you don't have to look through every bit of it. We'll probably find more as we go. Just kind of a quick look to see if you see any trash.
Yep, we found some.
Yep, I've found trash in the most unexpected decluttering projects, things that I thought I would never have put trash in there. But sometimes it's a receipt that I kept thinking I might need to return and didn't end up returning it, or maybe packaging that I thought I might need, but turned out that I didn't need. All of those are things that they weren't trash when I put them there, but they kind of became trash after they sat there and marinated for a while.
Yes, definitely packaging material is in here.
Yes.
I think that's because I was trying to keep what are these stencil names? To be quite honest, I don't really think it matters because I use what I got.
I'm assuming you just pick out the one that you want to use, and it doesn't really matter what the company called it for your purposes.
So then what's next?
Okay. Is there anything there that obviously goes somewhere else? That may not be true in this one, but do you see anything that ended up in that drawer that possibly should have been somewhere else?
I have stencils that are not really stencils in the normal sense. This is a stencil mask.
Is that, would you look for that in that same container, or would you be more likely to look for it somewhere else?
I'm thinking this is something I probably wouldn't even use.
Okay, then that can be donated.
Okay, so I'll put it in the donate pile.
Yep, put that in your donate box.
There is a stencil that does that chalk design, but it's more of a screen print. It's not a stencil like a typical stencil for jelly printing. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that would definitely be somewhere else.
If you were doing that project, if there's a place you would look for it, put it there. Or if you're comfortable letting it go, yeah, go ahead and donate it. Somebody would be happy to have it.
Okay, I'll donate it that I can see. I feel like I need to just dump this whole thing out.
Nah, no, we're not going to do that because what if something goes wrong and we have to stop in the middle of it? I don't want you to have
Oh,
a pile of
gotcha.
stuff to deal with. No, no, we'll
Okay.
go through it a little bit at the time, and it's fine if you find more in a category. No problem at all. If you find trash as you go through, you can always put it in your trash bag. You can always drop something in your donate box. You can walk it to wherever else in the room it goes. But yeah, don't worry about finding all of a category at once.
Okay. And then also I found a texture thing that I use for jelly printing, but it's not a stencil.
Okay. Would you look for it in that drawer or
No.
that bin? Where would you look for it?
I would look for it in my I have a jelly printing drawer called
Okay.
jelly trash because we jelly print with trash. So this here
Okay.
is a needlepoint. Yeah,
Oh,
needlepoint canvas.
yeah.
That's what this is. And so I jelly printed with it. It makes an interesting texture.
Oh, I imagine. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, put that in the bin or drawer, whatever it is, where you would look for it. That way, the first place you think of that you would look for it, put it there. Because
Okay.
the next time you're looking for it, you'll think, where would I look for that? And if it's in that first place, you'll find it right away.
Okay. It's in there now. It was
Good.
just right behind me.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Now what's next?
Well, we're going to keep looking through, kind of going through each one and decide if that's going to stay there or if it needs to go somewhere else,
Or donate or whatever.
or donate, or trash, or some other location.
Okay. All right. I'm going to keep this. So I'll put it in the keep pile.
Okay. And
So
this is all stuff that's going back into this same container,
yes.
correct?
Yes. So
Typically, we don't say keep pile just because I don't want you to have a pile of stuff you have to deal with. But in this case, you need to move it out of the way, and then it's not going somewhere else. It's just going to go back into this container,
okay.
correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
just going to put
that's
it to
fine.
the side. I want to keep, should I take it out of the package then or what should we do?
It's something that's going to stay in this location.
Yeah.
That's up to you. Are you more likely to like, is it more convenient for you to go ahead and have it out of the package?
Yes, it is.
Then yes, I would say go ahead and take it out of the package. That way you're going to be able to throw away that packaging and get something out of there. Go ahead and get that out of there now before you have to declutter trash later.
Okay. Got it.
It also reduces the volume a little bit of what's in there.
I have some stencils I haven't even opened yet.
Oh, so exciting. It's like Christmas came early.
It did. It did. Because there's some great Black Friday sales.
I don't really know anything about this particular craft. Can you tell me a little bit about what all you do? Like how you use these, what you print them onto?
Yeah, so you can jelly printing is a type of mono printing, and it's with a gel plate, a plate made of gelatin.
Hmm.
And so you can make them yourselves or you can buy them manufactured, and I buy mine manufactured. You put paint on a plate and then
Mhm.
you'll lay the stencil the plate. You can do that before you put paint on it or you can do it after you put paint on it. Then you
Okay.
then you can use any kind of paper, fabric like muslin, and I'll print
Mhm.
my jelly prints on that.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I have created quilts from there. You can use copy paper, you can use any type of paper to create a print on. So basically, once you put the paint onto the plate, you can pull an image and you'll never be able to really recreate that print. That's why it's called mono printing.
Yes.
You can get close, don't get me wrong, but it's just never going to
Yeah.
be the same, right? It's the way the
Yes.
paint goes onto the plate or the way you put the paper down on the plate, whatever that may be. It will always be different somehow. And it's not like a copy machine. It's where I'm kind
Yeah.
of going with that.
What a cool process.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I find that it's a stress relief.
It surprises me every time how much trash that
It's
I find or clients find in their spaces because they didn't put trash in there. It's just stuff that turned out to be trash once it got there.
yeah, it's the packaging that
Yeah.
I think creates the trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one of those stencils that it's a reusable stencil. It looks like it. Oh, it's a stickable.
Okay.
That's donate.
Okay.
I also have some paper stencils, so you can make your own stencils out of paper.
Oh, yeah.
This one is a paper stencil that I bought, but then I made my own. I was creating some mushrooms.
One of the reasons creative people tend to deal with clutter, I think maybe more than others, is because we can see the potential in so many things.
I would agree.
Things that other people would see as trash, we see the potential for it to become something useful or something beautiful. And yeah, I think that's how we get pulled into having more clutter.
I would think so.
We see potential.
Yeah, like here's one of an owl. I don't know if you can
Mm-hmm.
see that very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not one I'm going to use, so I'm going to donate. So far, I haven't donated much.
Well, that's okay. Progress is being made.
Yep. I think these are sticky. Oh, yeah, these are adhesive stencils as well. I'm not going to use these. So I'm going to
Okay.
donate those.
Is there a good place to, like, do you take that just to some traditional donation center, or is there a particular place that you would donate these supplies?
I think you can find some teachers, art teachers that you could donate to. You can always go to Goodwill, but
Yeah.
I would prefer to do it to, school or a charity, that kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah, I have, when I've had certain craft supplies, quilting supplies come to mind, like fabrics and other quilting supplies, there's a couple of groups in my area that do charity quilt work.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I can donate to them and then they can decide what's helpful to them and what's not.
Yeah,
But yeah,
most
it's nice
definitely.
if there's a specialty kind of group that would do the craft that you do, it's nice to know about that. Although donation centers generally are fine with it too.
Yeah, yeah, because they can find other uses for them.
What do you primarily, you said you print on fabric. Do you print on
You can print
anything
on,
in particular? Do you print on paper usually?
yeah, you can do rice paper. A lot of
Oh.
my artwork is made, with rice paper or tissue paper. You can print on tissue paper.
Mhm.
I have various sizes as well, it seems like, of stencils. Do you think that there needs to be a separate drawer for them, or
Well,
because I know
it
we're
very much,
decluttering right now, but what do I do with it after the fact?
the question to ask yourself is, where would I look for this first? So what's your first instinct of where you would look for it? Now, sometimes it is, I would look for it in the space that it's in now, but you don't want that to be the answer in the future. You want it to be in another space. So if you have another drawer where it would be your instinct to look in another place, then yeah, collect those into a different space.
Okay.
But yeah, the idea is to put it where you would look for it first, because the next time you're looking for it, it's going to be in the place where you expect it to be. I had an experience with that a couple of years ago, I think. There was something I needed, and I think it was something for like moving packing paper for packing up dishes. And the first place I looked, it wasn't there. Second place I looked, it wasn't there. The third place I did find it and I used it, but when I got ready to put it away, I put it in that first place I thought of, because that's
Um,
obviously where I'm going to look for that
right.
item.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, it needs to be in the place where you would look for it. It doesn't matter if it makes sense to other people or not. It needs to make sense to you because you're the one that's going to be looking for it.
My taste in stencils have changed over time.
How long have you been doing this?
Ooh, over 10 years.
Yeah, I can see how you would kind of change what you like over that amount of time.
Oh yeah. I think people should go through their stencils and decide, am I going to use that or not?
Oh, are those bats?
Yeah, I made this one. I made this stencil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And some people clean off their stencils. I do not. The thought process is, and I don't clean my jelly plate either, because the next print you pull, you might get some of that, what we call grungy goodness, onto the print and make it interesting. So I made
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. Yep. And I also made these spiders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I made these spiders because I was printing some Halloween fabric. Some of these I have to put in plastic sleeves because they get caught on everything else.
Yeah, I understand.
That is annoying. Here's one I'm going to donate. We're getting down to the originals. I'm throwing out a lot here, or donate. Now, what do you suggest we do?
Is this space empty now?
Almost. Yeah, if you
Okay. Since it's pretty well empty, does it need cleaning at all? I'm not sure if it needs wiping out or anything like that.
No, I do have a couple pieces of trash that I'm picking up right now.
Okay.
And other than that, no, it doesn't need to be cleaned or anything. It's pretty clean.
Okay, then go ahead. The things that you want to put back into there, go ahead and start putting them back in.
Okay.
And let's just make sure everything fits comfortably in that space. We've been working for almost half an hour.
Okay. Do some people now, when you have something that's like really big and then something that's half its size, what's your recommendation on that?
You want it to be easy to find. So it's kind of depends on what your process is for being able to find those things. If they're all going to be in that drawer, they're going to be contained in a relatively small area. But it's kind of up to you. Does it make more sense to you to have things sorted by size? Is that how you would most likely look for it?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, if your instinct is I would look for these all the same size together, then I would sort by size. That looks like those are all pretty close to the same size. Are there standard sizes for things or not necessarily?
There's the typical 12 by 12.
Yes.
But some of them are not. So, like for example, this here, because these are known to have catch on other ones.
Yes.
So I have like this page protector that I put these in case somebody asks me what it is. I left the packaging on there, but I put it in like this page protector. But then that page protector is the same size as the 12 by 12. So
I see.
But then I have something like this that's not the same size. So I'll put that over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a few of them like that. So, here's a 12 by 12 one. Okay, I have quite a few that are this next size, if that makes sense. Now they're not. I did not put them in a big binder. I find that when I'm jelly printing, I'll be honest, it's a pain taking them out of these plastic sleeves, but they hang on each other, and so I guess I have to really decide which is the pain.
Right. And that's personal preference. Given that I don't know the craft that you do, but it makes sense to me that they would get tangled up on each other, potentially damaged if they're caught on each other very much. So, but it's your workspace and your craft room, so it needs to work whatever way is best for you.
We're almost to the big ones here.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to figure out what to do with the next size down. Okay, so these are all the big ones. All right, so we have all these big ones now.
Okay.
Now what should I do with the next size? Like, if they're more than 9 by 12s, should I just put them to the side, or?
I would put them back in that container if that's where you would be most likely to look for them.
Okay.
Unless you want to clear another space specifically for those, but
no, we threw out quite a bit. It might not have seemed like it, but we did.
No, that's great. If that's where you would look for them, then I would keep them in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when you need them, you're going to go straight to that spot for them.
This is one of those ones that needs to be in its own little container. It likes to be caught on everything.
Do you have folders or anything to put them in now or not?
I do.
Do you have them? Do you want to go ahead and put them in there?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And that way you'll know that's taken care of.
So
we're doing great on time.
So I have different kinds of page protectors, being a scrapbooker, or I was a scrapbooker.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use these for scrapbooking. So I thought that they would be easier to put them in.
Okay.
So they don't get all tangled up.
Right. Yeah. Part of decluttering is protecting the things that you want to keep. You want to make sure that they're all put away in a way that keeps them safe and ready for use. Yeah, that's a good use of the page protectors, because you can obviously see what's in there, but keep it from, like you said, getting tangled on the other stuff. Another advantage of decluttering some spaces like this, you can prevent further damage.
So I have some smaller ones I'm just putting over to the side here. They're all about like 6x6s. And
Okay.
then Tim Holtz ones, I'm gonna gather them up here. Because I have an actual ring for those that I should just put them on the ring.
Do you have the ring handy?
Yep, it's in my
Oh,
hand.
yeah, right there. Yeah, go ahead and put them on there.
I figured it just that way if I just wanted to use his stencils, all I have to do is just grab the ring out. So.
Are they designed to be held on a ring like that?
Yeah, he actually put a hole in them.
I see. Yeah, clever.
But he has also different sized ones. Most of his stencils are in what they call a tag shape. So it's easy to find his stuff because it's in a tag shape.
Yeah, oh, I can see that. That's pretty smart.
I go back through it, I'm finding things. Oh, I think I'll just get rid of that.
Yeah, now that you've had a chance to look at everything that's in there, it gives you a better perspective on what you have and what your favorites are.
It does. It does. Things that I don't think I'm going to use.
Yeah, your favorites deserve space in there. That's looking good to me. That looks very organized to me. Yeah, I think that would be good to be able to see everything finished and laid out the way you like it.
Yeah, right now there's a bunch of these Tim Holtz ones, so just one second. Let me get. There are people that really, we're decluttering here, but there are people that organize,
Yeah.
by the name or by the manufacturer. I mean, I know I'm doing that with Tim here, but if it's in the drawer, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, and that's fine. Organization is all about finding what you need when you need it. So that looks different for different people. Some
Yeah.
people enjoy the process of organizing and making files and labels and bins, and that's a very satisfying creative process for them. For other people, they don't really enjoy organizing, but we all need to be able to find the things that we need day to day, whether it's for creativity or just daily life. You want to be able to find your stuff. So as long as you can find it when you need it, it is organized for you.
We're getting close.
Yay. Yeah, that's only been about 45 minutes. We've got 14 minutes left, which means it took about 45 minutes to get through that drawer and get it organized down to fitting comfortably in places, put in places where you can find them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I getting rid of a lot of that other stuff was, that I'm going to donate or whatever. I have it on a pile over here.
Yay.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's exciting. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I was sitting here struggling. How am I going to declutter this?
Yeah, a lot of times just getting started, just looking, and just if all you do is look for trash, it gets you started. It gets you to look through what's there. And if you're finding trash, it reduces the volume, which just in itself makes the space better.
Yeah.
It's not going to, taking the trash out is never going to make the space worse. And it's a great place to start when you're feeling a little overwhelmed by something. And then if there's stuff in there that just belongs somewhere else and for whatever reason hasn't made it there, just take it where it goes. Those are two things that will get a space better under control without ever having to make hard decisions about what to keep and what not to.
But anyway, no, this was really helpful. I feel very free, if that makes sense.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives me more room.
Excellent. Well, I had a great time. We've got like 4 minutes left on the timer.
Okay.
You got everything done, I think, in about 45 minutes. The whole drawer of stuff to throw away, stuff to donate, and got it all put back in there and ready to go for you.
Yes, I appreciate you assisting me in this.
I had a great time.
It was a lot of fun, and I was surprised how much we got done. So, and learned a lot about decluttering for sure.
That's really good.
Thank you so much, Miss Kay. I really appreciate your help with decluttering here.
You're welcome. I had a great time meeting you and learning about your craft. That was really interesting. Now that we've decluttered my stencil drawer, you're probably trying to figure out how to use these versatile tools. Well, you're in luck. I've got just the thing to help you create eye-catching jelly prints with these stencils. Let's dive into some exciting stencil techniques. This video is packed with valuable tips and tricks to elevate your jelly printing game. Remember,
Your tools is just the beginning. The real fun starts when we put them into action. So are you ready to ratchet up your art? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It would really make my day. Thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art.